In no way is this dog aggressive, but he's definitely protective. He's exhausted. His body has just collapsed. He's got a few little wounds in different places, which could be from fights. It's going to take him weeks to get better. Like I said, he's not aggressive. He's just angry. Now we're back at the land. He's got a name and we're going to sit down with him. It was quite a traumatic rescue, I have to say. The rain came hammering down on us just after we got him. He was not a happy boy in the vets, but he's here now, and I'm going to go and sit down with him and just get to know this lovely dog. So, just going to sneak in. He's just down behind me. It's all right, mister. I'm your friend. I know you tried to bite me. Probably better if you don't bite me now. Okay, so we've sat in here with him and I'm a little bit nervous because when we were catching him, he didn't bite me. He tried to snap at me a few times. I don't know how many of them we got on camera, but he was pretty close. He was, in no way is this dog aggressive, but he's definitely protective. And what I can see at the moment is that he's exhausted. His body has just collapsed. And that is because he was in fight or flight mode. So when we were trying to catch him, he was nervous. He's probably not been in a car for a while, so he's nervous. And then in the vets, he kind of went a bit, not crazy, that's the wrong word, but he went a bit angry. This is not an aggressive dog in the slightest, but he definitely went a bit defensive. So we needed a muzzle and towels and stuff like that. But now he's absolutely exhausted in here. So barricaded around here so he can't get out. And you'll see we still have the lead on him. If I could get by the end of this video sort of close to him, that would be a success. I'm not sure that's going to happen today because I don't want to push him either, but we do need to be able to treat me. So Sybil, just as she was leaving, she was telling me try and get friendly with him, which is easier said than done for somebody who's tried to bite you, because she could smell maggots. It's a really distinctive smell. So he's got a few little wounds in different places, which could be from fights, but there's maggots somewhere on him. We don't know where. So obviously we want to treat that. So in a lot of these cases, you would say just let him decompress, let him, stay away from him, let him come to terms with where he's at, etc. He's had a hard life. But in this case, we actually want to befriend him. So as the video goes on, I'm going to move a little bit closer. I've also brought in a couple of secret weapons. Dentist sticks, which I stole off Hank in the house. Hank's on a diet, so he's not meant to be having any, so I took them off his, but I brought sausages, which he did like on the street. Now, one thing that would help us massively to save more Pedros and to help the dogs around the world is if you could hit the subscribe button. It is a massive, massive help. A little subscribe, a like, a comment, anything like that helps us get more Pedros in here. Obviously, I don't want to get my arm chewed off, but I don't want to force him either. But why I'm really happy is actually myself and Megan, who's editing this video, we're coming back from picking him up, and the heavens like opened. I can't explain how wet it is here sometimes at the moment, and to think of him outside in the rain is just insane. So I'm just going to put a little sausage there, mister. You want a sausage? He should smell that in a second. He's got a lot of, like, I don't know if they're bites or if they're like, it's sore spots on his skin. He's definitely got a fungal infection, but we did the blood tests and everything else is not looking too bad. He's kind of totally ignoring me at the moment. He's not even interested in the sausage. Do you want a sausage, mister? He wants to go to sleep. Do you want a sausage? Oh, what's that, mister? What's that? Yeah. I just want to see how reactive he is, but he's okay. He's a little bit jumpy, but even touching a paw would be enough for today. I really don't want to pressure him into doing anything he's not happy with. He's a very tired boy. Aren't you, mister? I sometimes think it's just nice to for them to hear your voice. He's starting to sort of realise that we're not threatening now, so he's what about that little... I knew that would get you, mister. It rolled down the hill. It rolled down the hill, mister. There you go. There's another one for you. Look. You know what he was doing there? I think he was about to go to sleep. He's so exhausted. But he just said, what's that I can smell? What's that barbecue flavour I can smell? I'll take that one back off you. Will you take that out of my hand? Maybe that's a bit too adventurous. Just take it off the floor first. He's obviously in agony. You can see where he's been scraping his skin. We have this lead on him, which I'm not super happy about, because it's like digging into his skin a little bit when we got him, but I kept it on him because we have to move him around, you know, like if he has to get his medicines. Will you take one over there? If he has to get his medicines, if he has to go to the toilet, we're going to have to take him out, but I'd rather get that lead off him pretty quickly. But he is hard to handle at the moment because he's a big boy. He's actually a very, very big boy for Thailand, and he's angry. He's not, like I said, he's not aggressive. He's just angry that he's here at the moment, and he doesn't understand it. But over the next 2 days, I reckon I'll be able to pat his head and rub his belly, but it's going to be a slow... I'm tempted to just put this in my hand and see if he goes for it, but let's see. If I lose my hand, at least it'll be on camera. We'll have... He's a very good boy. Would you like another one? You're so gentle, aren't you? Wonder, would you let me move in beside you a little bit, would you? I thought you were going to sleep, mister. What was that about? You're back awake now. He's also, I don't know how close you can see on the camera, but he's got a lot of like bumps and like lumps, I would nearly say. I don't know what it is, but he's been in the wars. I would say he's not a golden retriever, but he's kind of that sort of... He's going to be, when his skin grows back, which we're going to do for you, mister, aren't we? Oh, it's a big, deep sigh. I think he's going to be a big, golden, fluffy boy. I think he's a bit older. He's about... Why were you trying to bite me earlier, mister? Did you not want to come in the car? You can see what a good boy he is. I mean, even I could probably pat his head right now, but it's definitely a risk. And I'd rather wait 2 minutes than get my arm chewed off. Is that nice, mister? Just trying to get him really softly used to the human touch. I'll move in a little bit. There you are, mister. You don't want to crowd him in too much either. You just want to sort of show him that there's only nice things happening here. Isn't there, mister? There's only nice things. I can also see his eye now is really bad. This one over here is quite red. Will you take that so I can see your teeth? I want to see how old you are. You can see his little teeth are a bit worn at the front. Taking my life into my own hands there. But I think he's about 6 or 7. What happened to your sleep, mister? Are you going to eat this bag of sausages and then go back to sleep? Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Don't want to push it too much. They're like, the way it's touching his head there, he couldn't get to my hand, but he could definitely like reach up to the side. But you can see here how much, now that he's turned, how bad his skin is. It's really, really bad, isn't it, mister? I wasn't talking to the vets or Sybil, but I know pretty much what they'll have done. They'll have given him an injection and some painkillers to calm down the rawness of the skin. The skin is really red and really, really, really raw. So that he's going to get relief very, very quickly. It's so damp here at the moment that that skin would just get worse. He'd have no hair left in another month or 2, or a week or 2 even. Do you want another one, mister? You a good boy? You are, aren't you? the first thing that people will message me now is, what's the plan with him? What are you going to do? Where are you going to take him? Is he going to get a home? We've only had the dog for 1 hour. It's absolutely torrential outside. It's going to take him weeks to get better. So there's no answer to those questions whatsoever yet. Yeah, I was sneaking a touch. So we're just going to let him decompress for starters. Is he a street dog? Was he owned? We don't know. It's like being a detective when you come upon these cases. It was a local lady who sent it to me. But he's definitely softening up, aren't you, mister? He's not 100% sure about that. Do you want another bit, mister? How many more of those can you fit in your big belly? I'm actually really happy with this. This is like, I didn't even think I'd be able to get this close. If you think about how angry he was earlier, it's just nice to have his trust a bit. Will you have it over there? I just want to sneak it, look at your skin. That's nice, isn't it, mister? Just rub your back. It is dangerous, like if he like where my hand is there, he can just like snap. So I do want to be a bit careful. Mister, do you want another one? Look. Obviously it would be a whole different ball game to try and do this without the sausages. That's where things would get really hard. So I've got 3 sausages left. I want to see if I can give him a little pat on the back. Now, mister. His skin feels like, I'm not joking, like an elephant skin or like a snake or a rhinoceros. It's just so dry. It's like leather. It's dry, painful, and just sore for him. His name is Pedro, by the way. Pedro Pascal. Megan, who edits the videos, is actually here in Thailand, and we were stuck in the rain. Now, mister, we don't really want to go anywhere, do we? That's a good boy. He's just readjusting. Will you just have a little curl up? That's a good boy. Now you can see there how bad his skin is. That's just his sign that he's happy with his sausages. He's cozy. He wants to protect himself. Pedro Pascal is the actor from Gladiator at the moment. So he's going to be as glorious and beautiful looking as Pedro once he's finished. This is good to get a look at his skin. You can see it's just, I don't even know what, it's like oily, waxy. Do you want a sausage, mister? I think that's a good time to sort of wrap it up. He's a wonderful, wonderful dog. It's going to take a little bit of time to get the best out of him. But you can see he's already relaxing. Here, look. Always time for one more before bed, isn't there? That is, I know dogs. That is a dog who wants to sleep now for 3, 4, 5 hours. He'll probably still be sleeping tomorrow, actually. He just wants a big rest. But he's not, you can see if I look up here, do you see there's like a bloody part? It's not cause, that was actually on him before we had the lead on him, so it's not from the lead, but his skin is very susceptible to little injuries. Do you want another one, mister? You going to be okay here? You going to be okay? He's done very well. I didn't think I'd be able to touch him by the end of this. And yes, he's curled into a corner, but he's eaten his sausages. Here's your last one. It's the last of the bag, mister. I'll leave it in there. Bedtime snack. I don't want to push him too much. We've pushed our luck quite a lot. I'm going to give him one of these little dental sticks so that when he wakes up, he knows that he's in a nice, safe place. And he's got something to chew on. So that's Mr. Pedro. It's going to be a long road for his recovery. But I can visualize a day where we're running down Hope Avenue and he's gold and fur is running through the air and he's as happy as can be. And I don't mind that he's curled up in his corner at the moment because that's huge progress. He's eaten sausages out of my hand. He's let us rub his head very gently and he knows that he's safe. So that's it from me and Pedro. What a lovely boy he is. All right.
Do you want to do subscribe?
Oh yeah, I did one in the rain, but I'll do another one now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, one thing that would help us massively to save more Pedros and to help the dogs around the world is if you could hit the subscribe button. It is a massive, massive help. A little subscribe, a like, a comment, anything like that helps us get more Pedros in here.